From Albania's Got Talent to Switzerland's Got Talent to The Voice, La Plus Belle Voix, and now to Eurovision. He is Switzerland's John's Tears. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's so nice to see
Nice to
you.
see you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Coping just like you are with the situation. Where are you, by the way?
I'm at home and in Switzerland in a really little village in the Gruyere region. So like I just living really next to the chocolate factory, and in the in the chocolate factory, like at the same place spot, it's also like the Gruyere spot. So when
The
the
cheese.
cheese, so I'm trying not to explode. Yeah, chocolate plus cheese. It's really being a lot. So maybe I should quit a little bit this place for a bit, so I can rehab.
It's a dangerous situation. Je suis au régime, so I gotta not even think about these things.
Sure, it's impossible. You cannot have a regime because, like, when it's gonna rain, you can smell the chocolate, so it's impossible. Like,
Oh, wow.
it's not possible. I tried once, but
Are you like a local celebrity then? Does everyone in the village know you?
yeah, I mean, when I was younger, it was really funny, but because I never had like problem with other classmates,
Mm.
um, but it was the opposite, and that's super weird. I mean, everyone really respected me because they were like, "That's a boy from the newspaper," and they were like really like, "Oh, we're not gonna talk to him." So like nobody was talking to me just because they were like really impressed. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because it's like the place, it's a really small town. I mean, we are maybe 2,000 people, and that's a lot if we are. But yeah, so no, that's funny. But yeah, so I can say, I think, that I'm a really really local celebrity.
Well, it's very well deserved. Of course, last year you shot up the betting table. There was a lot of hype about your song. You were a favorite to win. And then all of a sudden, whew, Eurovision's canceled. I'm
Yeah.
curious, what was that like for you to go from being sort of on top of the world to then being in this situation?
Actually, I didn't believe that it was canceled. I mean, the head of delegation called me on the phone and he told me, "I'm sorry, but it's really going to be canceled now." And I was like, "Okay, okay," but I wasn't realizing at all. And it's just when I saw the Eurovision shine light that I said, "Okay, normally I should have been there, but I'm at home watching it myself." And to the other contestant, then I was like, really, like, no, that's not what I want. And it was also, I'm feeling very very lucky and also happy because my delegation are really like they are really good and they're really cool and kind. So when it was canceled, the head of delegation directly called me and he told me, "Don't worry, we're not gonna leave you like this. We just have to see what is possible and everything." And they called me maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, and they told me, "We really want to get to this new EST back with you." So I was pretty happy, but at the same time, I was like so frustrated because we we engaged so much work on that process. Like, I worked with Sasha for the staging, Sasha Jean-Baptiste from Sweden. I worked with Alios for like to create the song and all. I mean, there were all this process behind the song. And when you release a song, when you release a video, it's like a normal process for an artist. But what makes it different is the live of the Eurovision. So it was super frustrating. And but anyway, I was like, okay, now I'm super also excited to go back. So let's go to something new. Let's put all the good vibes and good energies, even if it wasn't so easy to do that. But yeah.
And so then you attended a songwriting camp, or rather staged a songwriting camp. And I believe you worked with Wouter Hardy, Nina Sampermans, and Xavier Michel. Now, I guess, was this a random pairing, or had you said, I want these people to come to the camp?
So it was pretty, when we had to redo the process, it was, it was hard because it was also like we did a song last year and in a complete innocent way because of course I didn't know it would be me, and also I was sure it wouldn't be me. I knew that they would never chose me, but when they chose me I was like, but are you sure, because it's a French song, it's in French, are you sure? We're like, yeah, we want you. And I was like, okay. So it was like, and also the way I apply the song maybe 1 hour before the deadline, because I wasn't sure. I was like, do I really want to do another TV show? Because I just did The Voice. I did all those shows when I was younger, and then I see what was really Eurovision, and I was like, but no, come on, it would be the biggest mistake of my life. And I was like, let's do this. And also, I'm someone who likes challenge. So when I had to do this year again, I was like, okay, people know I have high expectations and know who I am. I mean, for the ones who saw the Répondez-moi, who saw yeah. So I was like, how can I surprise people, and also how can I stay me, because that was the most important thing. I mean, when I speak with my head of delegation, I said, of course, I'm super excited and I'm super okay to work with for Eurovision again without any problem, because I really want to live that experience. But I want to have I want to be on the composing process. I really want to be there. I want to compose my song because I want the song to be like me, and like for me it's a super important thing. So that's why I could have, I could choose the people who I was working with, but still it was a little bit hard because we needed several songs so we can make them compete.
Right.
And it was a bit hard for me because I wanted like maybe to do less song but to work more on the songs, but it's a process and I couldn't really choose that. So I was like, okay, let's do it like this. And so I did a lot of songs with a lot of people in a really short amount of time. I did a writing camp 2 times or 3 times in Zurich, and then in Vienna, and then in Edinburgh. And then so I really worked with a lot of people and a lot of amazing people. And actually, so Tout l'univers was composed in the first camp, and it was the first song of the first camp we did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is funny. What was the starting point for that song? Was it something musical or was it a lyric?
I think it was more a lyric-wise thing, because the first idea that came with Nina was Ground Zero. So we first wrote the song in English, and it was called Ground Zero. And I like the signification of Ground Zero because, of course, at the beginning it was like the center of an explosion. I mean, of an atomic explosion, and then with the 11th of September, it became like the meaning became more big. The word became more famous, and yeah, and like I really like that signification of construction and destruction. And yeah, it was like yeah, it was like a good start, I think. And then we tried other things, and then also Water had a pretty clear idea how, like, where to go with the production. It was really like it was so quick, oh my god. Like and yeah, and I mean, like, we recorded the first version after 2 hours working, something like this.
Wow. And so the rest of your camps, were you always thinking about Tout l'univers?
And actually, we filmed, I mean, because it was pretty special, but we had it to, I mean, we tried something I said, okay, let's try, because they told me, yeah, we do it like this usually. And I was like, okay, let's try. But we did double camp at the same time. So, I mean, I had like two rooms and I had to go from one to another and to another. So I first started to another room. And then when I go to the other room, I could see what they did. Also, I gave, before some inspiration I like, some direction I want to go, and like of course, like melodies stuff and lyric wise. And when I came back, I discovered the song, because actually they almost finished it, and I was like, oh my god. But like, you know at that moment I was so shocked, because I gave some direction. I also gave some, like, as I said, some like melody, some of the things. And when I came back, like, I couldn't imagine that they will work so fast, and also like that they will understand, so like they will understand me so much. So I was like, yeah, I was pretty shocked. And then when we had that version, so oh my god, you know what? I'm going to show you, so you will have something special that the
Oh,
others don't.
thank you so much.
But I mean, I love you. You are so cool. All the people of BB blogs, and even if sometime I'm like playing with you, I'm like, no, don't tell information. I always like to like, yeah, to tease you, but you are really cool. And so that's actually the really, really, really first version we recorded, and it's in English, so it's different. Let it all unfold without a hand to hold, all corners of my mind. There is no room to hide in the end where I begin. Nothing but dust and sands to rise above and grow. I have to let you go. I love it when your echoes come to life. But heart has made a ruin of my mind. Yep. I don't know if you heard it in a great quality, but yeah, that was from my phone. So we had that English version.
Oh, may I ask you, would you consider releasing the English version later? Because the lyrics are very good. I was listening to that thinking this works very well.
And I mean, so when we did the process, we apply both versions, and the jury preferred I think the English version. But when I sang it live, they really preferred it in French, because the interpretation was different. And I really like. I mean, I like both versions. It's just that with this one, I know. I mean, because it was built with this one first. I think it was more like a fluid and instinctive things, and I really believe that the instinctive things are always like special. So I kind of like to hear that version, but at the same time, I like the way we worked on the song and how it become. And also, yeah, I mean, I'm super proud of the French version, and I'm still thinking that also what makes me also special, not for Eurovision, but for, like, in general, it's the fact that it's the fact that I sing in French. So uh, I don't want to lose that too. But um, in the selection, I had some songs I really wanted to sing in English, and some others I really wanted to sing in French. And that's the one of the song I wanted to sing in both language, because I wasn't so sure, but I wanted a French version, and so that's why we worked a French version with Xavier Michel from Répondez-moi, and here it is, Tout l'univers.
And what we love about your song is it feels very big, at one moment, but it's also very personal. So it captures the grand stage, but then the man singing. So what is the message you sing about?
There are two important things in this song. It's the theme of construction, destruction, like, you know, like the cycle of life, that we're always going to be down and we're always will have to be up, and to take ourselves to the highest as we can. And also the second thing was, I really wanted to say the most important person and the person that we have to love is ourselves first. And because I mean, we are for ourselves the most powerful person that we can have in our life, and the only one in who we can trust. So I really think that I wanted to dedicate, yeah, I mean, this to ourselves and to our second, to our person inside of us, and also because, yeah, I'm really realizing, especially during the hard times, that if you don't, I mean, if you don't respect yourself, if you're trying to eat bad things, if you're trying like to not to move, you stay at home, you're not going for just for a walk, or if you're not taking care of yourself, um, uh, like you can clearly see how you're becoming, and also like your moral, your tiredness is getting real, and everything is growing and in a really bad mood. And I think I don't want that anymore, because yeah, sometimes it gets you really low, and you're overthinking, and you know it's not helping. So I wanted to, yeah, to make a song with a lot of hope, even if it doesn't look like that. When I say tout l'univers, you know, in French we say you have to see further. You have to see always further. It's really optimistic, an optimistic expression, and I like it a lot. And I wanted to see further than just like, okay, just see further. I wanted to see the whole space and the whole universe. And it's also a way to say, um, even if sometimes it's hard and you think you have lived everything, you doesn't have lived everything. You don't have lived everything, because the universe is so big that you still have so many opportunities and so many things to live, that it's not finished. Your job is not finished here. And I have the feeling that even if even if we're dead, we will never finish what we have to do here. But we will just trying to go to the as much things as we could do. But yeah, I'm sure it was maybe for a song also for me to convince my sometimes depressing part to say, hey, it's not finished here. You have to work. You have to still leave a lot of things. So come on.
So this is really useful in understanding the music video, because at the end, we've seen this car crash, and then we see you sort of saving yourself in a way from this accident. Could you tell us about the concept of the video?
So I wanted to have what we have in the lyrics on the video. So I wanted the cycle. So where we started the video, sorry, when we started the video, it's also the place we end the video. So it's like a cycle. And I also wanted to have like that impact point, to have like that explosion, that destruction, to see it. And that's why I wanted to speak about a car accident. And also because yeah, I really I also have a special connection with cars, I think. Because I'm the most unlucky person ever. Like I mean, the worst thing that happens to me with the car was I was driving with my best friend from vacation. We did like a secret vacation without telling our parents when we were like 19. And when we came back to the highway, the car started to burn. So and I had to stop. And it was like, you know, in 20 seconds, it was from a little smoke to big flames, maybe 2 meters flame, like really high. And I was like, what's happening? And you know, like I thought at that moment that we could die. And and yeah, and like it was a good reminder of okay, now let's not let's not take the life like easy, but let's really live it. And yeah, so I had that special connection. So also that's why a car accident, because it could have been something else, but I wanted the car crash accident, and and so the cycle, and me helping myself. That were the 3 points, the most important points for that videos. And then we were really really unlucky, but 1 week before the deadline of the video, we lost 70% of the video. So we had to find a solution. And it was like horrible, honestly. And I'm super happy because at least it's not what I planned, but it's a video that could surprise, and I'm happy about that. And also that's live, so I have to handle with it.
Now, 70% is a very large number. um, was there a fire and something burned? Like what?
I mean, the idea was to go into a chronography principle. So, it's like gutted photos. So,
Like a time lapse of photos.
yeah, exactly. And that's why also I'm in on different position on the floor, because actually it from the floor to the car, it will be like me in different position, and and also the idea was more to have a reverse video, like going like from the beginning was supposed to be the end, and like going to but anyway, we had something with my 3 most important thing in it, and I'm super happy about
Did you watch the Coldplay Scientist video?
that. Of course, but I don't remember. I just remember he is on the floor, but then I don't remember the whole video.
It's a car crash in reverse. You should watch it. It's
Really?
crazy. Yeah. But you don't know it till the very end that's what's happened. It's very emotional.
Okay, nice. I mean, the song is like, when I when I want to take time to to be sad, I just put some song, and that's my first top one song. Like that's the only one first I start a crying session.
We all need our release.
But that's an amazing song. I love Coldplay. Hope one day I will meet them.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen. Honestly, they'll be supporting you. It will be the other way around. Now, listen, Gjon, where are you now in terms of the process? We're at the end of March. Have you done your live on tape performance?
Yep, I've done the live on tape pretty in a short amount of time. I did it in February. So I'm really thinking. I mean, I need to be at Rotterdam because from February to May you still have work to. You still have time to work. So even if I'm not like rehearsing every day, but so I'm feeling like I couldn't have give everything to that live on tape. So I really really hope that there will be no problem to be there, and that I will redo my live as I really want to do it, because I'm not so proud of the live on tape. I mean, I'm a perfectionist, and I'm hard to convince. So
Oh.
I will never be happy. But maybe with the live at Rotterdam stage, I could have been happy. So I really want to come to Rotterdam.
And were you guys able to recreate the scenario or the stage scene in your live on tape, or will it be completely different in Rotterdam?
No, it's not completely different, but it's not the final performance. I mean, yeah. Like, what can I say without spoiling? I mean, the light weren't the same. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
but there are other elements that weren't the same, but we had to do it like this. Yeah.
I see. So we will keep our fingers crossed. We want the grandiose effects and whatever it is you're teasing. I won't ask any further. Now, you have a five-piece band, I believe. Will all of them travel with you to Rotterdam?
You mean my band, my musical band?
Hmm.
I don't think so because you know, we are working together. Like this week, I was with them, working, rehearsing, and creating an album, and like you know, working on the songs we had. And so I would love to have them, but you know, with the delegation, I don't know how many places we have, and I don't think it will be possible. And also, you know, it's more like we have a band, and that's more personal project.
I see.
So I mean, if there are people that they have to come first, I think it's the writers of the song, composers, and then of course, if I have place, I would love to take them with me, but I'm just not sure that we have that possibility.
Well, you know, last year you performed at the Wee Wee Jam at home on the piano. Beautiful performance. This year, if you want to have the band along with you, we would love to hear Gjon's Tears with his band. It would be beautiful.
Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. I mean, maybe not now because we're working on the song. So when we will be ready, and maybe when the album will be released, we can try to organize something.
Fingers crossed. Now, we have to say hola to España because you are loved in Spain. You were recently on Telecino television. What was that like delivering your first live performance?
It was really, really, really stressful. I was like, and I wasn't in my best form. Like I wasn't in my best mood uh, because I was really tired. And yeah, so I really like. I was shaking. I was like, oh no, I hope it's gonna be great. And you know, as a first live, it was super impressive because people have a lot of expectation, and I just, as I said before, like for the live at Rotterdam. So I just wanted not to have like, uh, you know, like an awful performance or something. Really like false notes and like, you know, like, so yeah.
I've
So,
always wondered, does the temperature of the room affect if you can hit the high notes or is it irrelevant?
I think for me, yeah, I mean, I'm not into so much of those things. Sometimes when there is a lot of smoke, you know, on stage, sometimes like they like to put a lot of smoke. It depends on what kind of smoke because there are different products. But sometimes it's like you're just like dying. You try to sing and you're like, so yeah. I mean that's the biggest problem maybe, but otherwise I think I mean it's more technical things. It's more a lot of work, and it's more that, and also uh, it's. I mean, uh, it's also a physical thing. If you're working out, if you're making some things, your voice will be really, really much more nicer. And also, it depends on people. But for example, I have a completely different voice when I eat before, or if I don't eat before, you know. And I sing even better if, for example, I have a concert at 8 p.m. and I don't eat the whole day, and after I'm like. So yeah, so it depends completely. I mean, it depends also if you drink tea. I mean, tea, for example, it's I mean, it's not like the thing you as a singer you have to have, like you must have. It's not that at all. It depends on people, and I know a lot of singers that doesn't drink tea before going on stage because it's also the tea has is very it makes your throat really dry, so you cannot like you cannot you have to drink a lot of water after that. So so yeah, it depends on people's reaction, body reaction, but I think if you if you're eating pretty healthy and working out a little bit and working technically a lot your voice, uh, you can still have that. You know, when my voice changed because I became a teenager. Uh, it was really hard because I was, I also had a high voice when I was 12 years old, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to lose that. Otherwise, I will have the feeling that I lost everything. And actually, we cannot. My teacher always told me, you cannot choose that. I mean, if your voice is going to change, it's going to change a lot, and you cannot affect on that. But you can try to prepare that. And I think I prepared so much, and I was so much scared that it's funny. But now I think I can sing higher than when I was a kid. So yeah.
I just had this vision. If they do a Eurovision movie sequel, part of the plot can be sabotaging the singer by feeding him, 6 p.m., Gruyere cheese, chocolate. Come here, John. You need this role.
I would love to do that, of course.
So I've just got two.
I love the year.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's super funny. It's like it's crazy.
Did you think the song Husavik was beautiful?
Of course, it was a crazy, but it was kind of epic again. Like it reminds me a bit the word of the Greatest Showman, like something really like like that. I mean that big that idea of of like big things. And yeah, but that was a funny movie. I mean, I honestly don't remember exactly the song because there were so many, like the Russian song in the oh my God, there are so many like crazy songs in that movie. Like
Two final requests for you. The first, we read on wiwiblogs.com that your favorite Eurovision song is France's 1969 winner Un jour, enfant by Frida Boccara. Could you sing a little bit of it?
oh my God, I just woke up 30 minutes ago. Because I'm like sleeping, like 3 hours and wake up and 3 hours. And I'm completely like, I have no, because the whole week before I was working with my band. So I slept 3 hours per night. So now I'm like, so I'm not sure I have the perfect voice to sing it now, but oh my God, I can try. I have to remember the lyric. Um, Un jour se lèvera sur 3 branches de lilas qu'un enfant regardera comme un livre d'images. Oh my God.
You didn't eat breakfast because that was perfect. I can tell you've not eaten.
Oh my God.
And a final request for you, John. Do you have a message for all of your fans on wiwiblogs.com who are cheering for you as you push to the top of the odds table?
Yeah, thank you for your support, for your eternal support, because you supported me for Répondez-moi, and now you are here again for Tout l'univers. So that means a lot of me for me, and also like especially during those special pandemic times. It's always it's really important to receive all those great comments, and it means so much for me because it makes me think that I'm not doing like just shitty things, and and that what I'm doing is maybe good for some. So I'm super happy, and just take care of yourself, and take take really care of yourself. Uh, Try to eat better for yourself. Try to feel better in your body, and yeah, and just like take time for yourself, and also to discover yourself, because we have that time now. So test your limits. Try to challenge yourself. Yeah, that's all what I can wish to you.
He is John's tears, but no tears here. He's a favorite to win. And he is going to slay. So nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for like, thank you. I have no words. Yeah, and you are amazing. Continue to do those crazy reaction videos. I love to watch those.